Hey guys, welcome back to some more F1 2017 in part 6 of Season 2 of our Red Bull Career Mode, Return to Glory, whatever you want to call it. And today we have the Monaco Grand Prix, probably the worst Grand Prix to have this sort of upgrade, but it's very nice to have nonetheless. We've got more engine power, a stronger crankshaft can handle additional load, meaning that power output can safely be increased without additional weight, which is brilliant. So we've got more power in the power unit. Unfortunately, we were 51 points off getting another engine upgrade ready for this Grand Prix, but we will try and get it for the next one. But it'll probably be Austria before any of these can come in. We're going to purchase that after FP1, I think, and we'll try and work towards maybe getting this as well, the oil pressure pump sorted, and hopefully we can move above Ferrari in the performance table for engines. As you can see, if we pick that one, it looks like we do go above them, as well as if we pick that one as well. So we're not too far off the sort of power output of the Mercedes cars at the minute, so that'll be really, really good to do. And if we can get those upgrades in place for the next episode, I think we'll be in a good position going forward in the season. This is the power unit at the moment. We'll probably put these worn ones in for FP1 around Monaco and just try and get some extra resource points. We are struggling with the wear of the engine. I mean, maybe we just go for this engine full stop, the second engine, because we can't surely use those ICEs, but we'll use that 65% for the energy store. I think we'll just end up going for 2 all weekend, and then just binning that one off, and then we're going to have to take another power unit maybe at Canada. That might be the best place to do it, just so that we can try and get through the rest of the season. I feel like Canada's a good Grand Prix to overtake at, so that might be a good place to take it. And then we'll see. Let's see how the gearbox is doing. We've done We've done one race on this so far, and we're already 21% through it. So it's going to be difficult with the gearbox, I've got to say. So we might have to have a look at doing some upgrades to the gearbox at some point. In the drivers' standings, we are currently in 7th place. We had a better performance last time out, but we really do need to start cranking up the intensity, try and get a podium this weekend if possible, and really start getting back into this season. I've rambled on enough for the first part of this episode, so I'm now going to hand over to David Croft and Anthony Davidson to take you through the Monaco Grand Prix.
As the drivers complete their preparations, down below us on the grid, one man who's no stranger to the pre-race pressure is Anthony Davidson, who joins me in the commentary box today. Great to have you with us, Ant. I'm sure you can tell us all about what goes through a driver's head before lights out.
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Hamilton, Sergio Perez, and Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Sainz, Ocon, and Daniel Ricciardo, Grosjean, Alonso, Jolyon Palmer, and Massa, Kvyat, Stroll, Pascal Wehrlein, and Stoffel van Dorn, Ericsson, and a Red Bull rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Well guys, I'm sorry that there wasn't an episode out on Friday. I've been snowed in with work at uni and also keeping on top of me Football Manager 2018 stuff. But we're back today. I think it was Monday actually that there wasn't an episode. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, I messed up in qualifying, to be quite honest with you. There's not much else I can say. It was pretty poor. Which one are we going for? This one. Right, so yeah, we're going to actually come in very early. I'm going to move on to the soft tyres, I think. I think that's probably the best thing to do. I want to remove that stint. And we want to reduce that if we can to that. I think that's the best thing to go for. So yeah. So yeah, as I was saying, we messed up in qualifying because I got through to Q3 quite easily. As you can see, that we're forced onto these ultra soft tyres. But yeah, we lost rich fuel mix, which I thought, well, if we're going to have a chance of pole, we're going to have to change the MG UK. So we did. We changed it. But that meant that we were out for the rest of the day. We didn't have enough time to set a lap. So I've took the liberty. We were going to start 10th. I've took the liberty to take a brand new power unit and also a new gearbox, just to help us out a little bit in the future races, because I thought, you know, starting in 10th, starting in 20th isn't going to make much difference around Monaco. We're going to really struggle to score good points. I haven't played the game for a while, so my form has really not been good. This has been the worst one to do, Monaco, and that's why there's been a delay in an episode, because I've just been really struggling this weekend and just trying to get back into the groove of things. Has been very tough. We've had an upgrade this weekend as well, so it has been very difficult to try and get good at the game again. And the sooner we're out of Monaco, the better, really. So I wouldn't be too sad if we went out of the first corner, but you know, we've got to go into Canada next race and really try and push there. I think that's going to be one of our strongest areas. It could be where we get our first win. Big shout out to Cautious Paul, who has been nagging us to keep making this video. So, you know, that sort of gave us the motivation I needed to go and make this video. And hopefully you are going to enjoy it. I don't know what's going to happen in this race, obviously, because I'm recording it live, but I'm sure it'll be an interesting one. We're going to come in on the first lap. We're going to switch to the soft tyres, and we're going to try and go to the end and just run our own race in clean air. Try not to get held up by all this slower traffic. Obviously, we'll try and get ahead of them, but if we don't, then it's not the end of the world, and we'll try and go as far as we can. Daniel Ricciardo's starting in 10th place, so he's obviously took a new gearbox as well, which is interesting. Oops, that's going to be the end of our formation lap, I think. There we go, remove from formation lap. We might as well just skip that, so I'll see you guys on the grid. Here we are then for the lights. Lights out, away we go here in Monaco. It's a decent start for us. We're just looking to stay safe through this first turn, so we're going to go to this inside line right over the curbs because Ericsson was there. But remember, we are planning to pit on this first lap, so we don't want to get involved in any incidents. We want to just get through nice and cleanly, hopefully have a safety car. That would be the best result for us. But you know, if we make a few positions on this first lap, then we may well reconsider, but it's not very likely. We've got Verline going down the inside there. We've got Massa on this outside. We've got yellow flags. I don't really know what they're for. Green flags again. So hopefully that incident is cleaned up and nobody's seriously damaged. But that's a decent start for us. We've certainly got ahead of Ericsson and Van Dorn. I think maybe they were the ones that had the incident. I'm not entirely sure. But they have sort of lost a bit of time to us. But we have sort of got our little bubble now. So maybe we do go on and do a couple of laps, because we're not really in traffic. We can't go much quicker than this, so we'll actually go another couple of laps and we'll see how we do. Alright guys, I've decided I'm going to come in this lap. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, we'll take it. There's not much we can do about it now. So that's a 5-second penalty. I don't really know why they didn't take it there, but never mind. We're on to the soft tyres now. We're going to be in clean air, and hopefully we can just race our own race and get back into this. Well, Ricciardo's in the pits, so this gives us a good representation of where we could be in this race. Where are we going to be in comparison to our teammate? I don't even know where he is on the minimap. We've just hit the wall. There's Daniel Ricciardo there, so we're going to come round the outside. Has the strategy worked? I mean, to an extent. We've come out ahead of Sainz. Daniel Ricciardo just ahead. I don't know where he was on the racetrack, but we have come out just behind our teammate, which if we could finish there, surely it'll be in some good points. Not too bad so far. So there's Romain Grosjean, he's the next one on the list. Daniel Ricciardo's just sped off into the distance. There's nothing we can do about him. But, you know, it's to be expected. We're just not confident around here. We're not really in the flow. We haven't got the same sort of pace as Daniel Ricciardo. We're on older tyres. So all those things make sense. But we are currently in 13th position, which means we've gained about 5 positions through the pit stop, so we've had a massive undercut there just by being in clean air, which was my plan, to be quite honest with you. We've still got quite a few people that come into the pits, and hopefully we will get out of this with some points.
Okay, car ahead is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car ahead.
Well, we're officially into the points, and we've just had DRS on Grosjean, so we're definitely within range of overtaking him, but it is going to be very, very difficult. We keep touching the barriers as well, so we're dicing with death here, but hopefully we won't manage to quite destroy our car, but hopefully we'll manage to overtake Romain Grosjean. It is very, very difficult following people around here because you do need the downforce, and also it's going to be very difficult to pass. So, you know, we're in the top 10. We'd be happy with that, to be quite honest with you. We're expected to get up to 8th, so we're certainly going to have to try and get that objective done. But no, I think the plan has worked well so far. Well, we've hit the inside barrier there.
5 seconds.
Oh no, this is devastating, and now we can't get back on track. It's sort of throwing us wide. Ah, that's really, really annoying. Oh, I can't believe that. And not only do we have the problem that we've just done that, we also have that 5-second penalty at the end of the race, presumably. This is really, really bad. We're starting to panic a little bit. The tyres are overheating. And we've kind of got to hope for a safety car at this point if we're to get anything out of it. We were closing in on Grosjean, but now we're down to 15th and back to square one, which is really, really sad. We've definitely messed up this weekend.
Team will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Well, it's a disaster, everybody. It's an absolute disaster. We've got a puncture, so we're in. Hopefully, we'll get the 5-second penalty applied here. Well, this race just goes from bad to worse, to be honest with you. And this season has just been really unlucky so far. We've certainly got to come back at the next race in Canada, and I promise you guys we will be having a better race in Canada. We've now been lapped by the leader, which is disappointing. But we're going to have a bit of clean air, and hopefully we'll be able to go on and we'll be able to really show what we're worth. Maybe get a faster slap here, and hopefully there'll be a safety car and we can get back into this, but I doubt it. I doubt it at this stage.
So the gap to our teammate is 51.6 seconds. Green flag. The front wing is in a really bad state. We need you back in the pits this lap.
Well guys, I think we're just going to retire from this race. Everything's gone wrong. I'm really sorry about it. There's not much else I can do. Oh, we can simulate the session. Shall we see what happens if we simulate it? Let's see what happens. I'm assuming we'll be 20th, but you know, gives us a bit of a chance, I guess. But we go to the end of the race. We'll simulate it so that we don't have that DNF on our record, but it's just been horrific, hasn't it, in today's race, and I apologise for that. I don't really know what's up with the camera angle. It looks like Sebastian Vettel's won, with Bottas in second and Raikkonen in third. We're just going to skip all that. So there you go. Hamilton in fourth, Perez fifth, Ricciardo finished a brilliant sixth. We were right behind him, remember, ahead of Grosjean, so we could have finished up here if we didn't have that incident earlier on. But we did finish back of the field. We had 3 times 11-second penalties. I don't quite know where that came from. And we did a best of a 1:13.9. I don't know where that came from either. Goodness me. So we got faster slap. And there you go. We finished in 20th. Not too far behind Marcus Ericsson, considering we had 2 stops. And you know, in the standings, we're still in 7th. We're still in the title fight, to be honest with you. We just need to book our ideas up and start performing, and we'll do that in the next episode. So if you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like down below. Really does mean a lot for me and for the channel, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.